Right, just getting a bit of training in. I figured after the recent bike ride that I did, 200 miles through Wales, that I should get a bit serious. And being that I'm a YouTuber, I should start getting on and doing what all the big channels are doing. Yeah, training for an ultra marathon. No, I'm not, am I? Because that'd be bloody mental. Instead, what I am proposing is to start looking a little bit normal and also start getting ready for a marathon trip. Yeah, I'm going to be heading up north to the land of the wild haggis, the one and only Scotland, for at least a couple of weeks. I've got some amazing places to explore and a few places that I've been wanting to get to for quite some time. I am, however, proposing to drive sort of through the night. I don't like driving up the motorways in the middle of the day. It's just absolutely gridlock. So I'm planning to leave around 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. And I'm not going to keep going for 7, 8, 9 hours. I've got a little point near the Solway that should take me about 4 or 5 hours to get there. It's not my final destination. We have got a little bit more north to go thereafter. And had it been the 90s, well, I would have just kept driving all night long. But I'm a little bit older and a bit more level-headed at the minute. So we'll take our time and we'll find some amazing spots along the way. And so it begins. Apparently, according to the optimistic sat-nav, it's a 4.5 hour drive. But because I'm 2 hours behind schedule, it's saying I'm going to roll in at 1 o'clock in the morning. And the place I'm going to, I'm not entirely sure you're allowed to stay there overnight. But we'll deal with that when we get there. By then, we'll be in Scotland, so yeah, let's go. 4.5 hours. My arse! Well, an hour and a half in. I'm topping up the coffee and squeezing the cup bladder for the first time. I really hope there's not bits in that. But it seems the sat-nav have decided we're going west before we go north. I guess it doesn't matter. At the minute, you've got a choice in England. 2 main highways that are called motorways, if you don't know. The M1, which is kind of the eastern one that goes north, and the M5, which is on the west side that goes north. And both of them are absolutely littered with roadworks at the minute. They're totally crap. There's sections on them for 20 miles of roadworks that cut your speed down to 40. So it's irrelevant which way we go. It's going to be a long one. It's just a godsend that it's not middle of the day, because this 4.5 hour journey could have took about 8 hours. But now though, 3 hours 24 minutes to go and 15 seconds. Keep moving. Well, we've hit the motorway. It's actually the M6, and good news, the sat-nav's just told me we've got 124 miles to go on this one road. Good news though, I am feeling good about my brakes at the minute. Kind of. I had my front brake pads and my disc done, and I thought I needed a caliper, but it turned out the caliper was okay. I say the front ones, we haven't had the back ones done. The front ones were down to literally about 0.5 mil. Whether it was perfect timing or bad judgment, I don't know. I seriously couldn't hear them squeaking or anything. It was so random when I took a look at how bad and thin they were. But the discs on the back look okay. The discs on the front look a bit pitted, so obviously they've been changed. But I'm thinking because the ones on the back look okay, they should last this trip. Well, I appreciate you're not going to be able to see much because it's pitch black, but what I can tell you is we've got 59 minutes to go, and I feel like we're getting a little bit closer to Scotland. The reason being, it started raining. Legend, mate. Nearly there. Oh, no way. I don't know if you see it or not, but there's a badger running along the road in front of us. And good news, after 5 hours, we're finally here. Let's just hope I can get in here and find a spot. Give me a minute. Oh, look at that little badger running. Oh, man. Just go in the bush, mate. Oh, blooming heck. Oh, that's a nice surprise. Oh, not the grease, the fact that it's still got all the pieces. I thought I would have lost a few bits by now. What's also a surprise, and a nice one, is there's no sign saying no overnight parking around here. I had a quick look as I came in, and there's another motorhome up the way, so it seems official that you can still stay here. Wicked, mate. I've got a really good spot and a view of the Solway coast, which I'll show you in the morning because it's 2 o'clock and I'm just going to have a quick brew and then get my head down for the night. Morning. Oh, mate. Oh, hang on a minute. Just avoid the massive pool of water there. But hey, not to worry, because it's a pretty tidy view this morning. Over the Solway coast, mate. What a spot. And what a peaceful night's sleep. So peaceful, it's actually 12 o'clock now. I finally got sleep at 3 o'clock this morning. But here's the thing, because here we are on the Solway coast in Scotland, and I figured I'd start here before heading north for one particular reason. The Southwest 300. Yes, forget the NC 500. There's a number of other routes around Scotland, and this is one of them. And surprisingly, it's around 300 miles in the southwest. It actually starts east of Dumfries and Galloway and cuts around all the coastline around this area up and towards Ayr, and then cuts back across land and down to Dumfries. It honestly looks a fantastic route, which is why I wanted to try and do some of it. And when I say some of it, it's because we've actually done some of it before. Those of you that are old school to the channel will remember this particular spot. And when I was here before, I headed down south towards the most southern lighthouse in all of Scotland. So what I'm saying is there are points of this that we've done, but there's also plenty of it that we've not. So today, I'm going to start exploring it. I'm going to slowly start heading along the south coast today around this Solway area, and I've got a point right at the end of it that looks absolutely fantastic for the night. But we've got a number of trails, beaches and bits to explore along the way. So let me go get the crib sorted out and we can get on the road. Right, coffee's in hand, or rather in the car and ready to go, and having consulted my Bradshaws, no it's not, it seems our first point of call is a little spot called the Moat of Mock. I've absolutely no idea, but it is supposed to be a viewpoint with views all the way over the Solway coast, and there's little beaches and possibly caves and God knows what to explore around there thereafter, so it should be a good start to our Southwest 300 Solway coast trip. And I've got to be honest, I think we might have hit this trip at the perfect time. And it's 2nd of September today, and I've avoided coming up to Scotland for the past couple of months because it just gets manic in the summer. It's sort of the back end of the tourist season now, and I'm hoping it's late enough for all the tourists to have gone, but not too late for everything to be closed. There's a few bits that I want to try and get to, i.e. a ferry over to a little island in about a week's time. I think it might be seasonal, and if we're too late, it'll be closed. But I guess we'll find out when we get there in a few days. For now, yeah mate, it's all about the coastline and the Solway for today. Wicked. Oh wow mate, we've landed. We're in Scotland. I can't believe it. Look at the beaming smile on my face. That little drive down here, 20 minutes of absolute nothing. Just little spits of houses and countryside and coastline. A whole lot of nothing. Exactly what I'm looking for. If you're a regular to the series, you'll know over the past couple of months we haven't done much in terms of these big sort of trips. It's been a little bit of this here and there, and I've really missed it. I've been waiting for this one. I'm really looking forward to it. It's difficult to explain. I mean, it's in my blood. I've travelled all my life, all my adult life, mostly through Southeast Asia, bar about 10 years when I was living back in the UK. And in all those years through Southeast Asia, I absolutely loved it, travelling and living there, and always had a bit of a negative view on the UK and what was here to offer in terms of exploring around and misadventurising. And now, having come back and just through circumstances ended up doing this for the past 3 years, I gotta tell you, the UK's amazing. I mean, look, admittedly, Scotland has probably got it at the top of the list for one simple reason. When you cross that border, it just becomes a completely different place and mindset to be in. Yes, England and Wales have also got amazing places like this, but it's becoming a little bit more difficult over time to do the overnighting and such over there. You're always like looking over your shoulder. Look at the last episode I did in Cannock Chase. We buzzed around the whole of the area looking for a kosher spot for the night. Everywhere we went were dogging spots, drug dealings and I don't know what going on, and eventually we found somewhere out the way in the middle of nowhere. On the flip side, coming across the border into Scotland, that percentage flips from say 25% in certain areas that you're going to have a kosher night into the UK to down to about 5% that you might possibly get a bit of hassle in Scotland. It's wicked. It's just full of mass open wild spaces where there's nobody, and if you find out that there is a few people, the chances are they're all like-minded people doing the same sort of thing as you. I mean, look at the area that we're living in here. If you're up here, you can't help but be part of nature. If you're not, you're in the wrong spot. I bet this is all the local villagers as well doing something down here. Mad as, eh? It's beautiful, man. It's probably not the day for an ice cream though, I'm just saying. Mr. Whipper. Damn, that guy gets everywhere. I can only assume we're in the right spot. River running through the trail. Boggy footpath heading up. And, well, to be honest, a signpost and little info board denoting that we are in the right spot. But yeah, it's definitely Scotland, isn't it? I don't want to get bog-fested on the first day again on one of these trips. It'd be nice to stay dry. Fingers crossed. On the other hand, a bit of inf. Oh my days, it's been a while. Got a little oldie-worldy building structure-y thing going on. It's not here anymore, but it does tell me that on top of this rock stood a stronghold occupied from the 5th to 7th century, and it's surrounded by some form of rampart of stones laced with timber. It also goes on to say that excavations in the mid-19th century in the central part of it actually like excavated metalwork and stuff, so that's pretty mad, isn't it? From the 5th to 7th century. I guess we were making nice shiny swords and Iron Maidens and things like that. Not Iron Maiden, Iron Maidens, you know what I mean. And surprisingly, in the 7th century, it got attacked and it was set on fire, and they reckon all the stones around the rampart like melted in together. I don't know how that worked, but that's what it's telling me. They've also, in the excavations, found some remnants from France, Germany, and as far afield as the Lake District. Don't know what that bit's about, but hey ho, it won't be here now. So it's nice to know what was once back in the day. Yeah, definitely the right way this way. It's nice and boggy. Looks like loads of people have got muddied up. But I gotta tell you, I know it's not a squeaky gate, and I don't normally get excited about things like this, but this one's amazing. You gotta see this. I mean, coming from the city boy and all that, we don't see many of these, but look at this. It's like a double barreled. You can go either way, and then in the central part, it locks. It doesn't favour which side you choose. My days. It's just genius, man. Absolute genius. Modern technology in full effect. Even shuts itself. Legend. Oh, wow. Well, I have to say, this was worth the hike. Look at these views. Oh my days. Woo! We've landed. The Solway coast. Beautiful. I've seen loads of it over the years. But there's always more to explore, little nooks and stuff. That's why this trip and these next couple of days are going to be so cool. Just finding these little areas that are out of the way a little bit, but there to be discovered, you know. Beautiful. Wow. Say it. I hope this bloody thing comes down to some sort of parking area, because this is a right bumblefluff track, and I do mean track. There's not much of it. Oh, bloody hell. First day. Come on, give a dude a break. Whoa, mama. Yeah, like I say, it's quite tight. Ow, that was close. Bloody Nora. Well, gotta say it, this seems like a really good idea. I've just had a little snippet of what we're about to witness moving forward. I gotta tell you, it looks spanking. Not only that as well, because it's going to be our official first trail on the trip. Wicked, mate, I'm stoked. Pulling out the all trails for this one, oh yes, no less. It's called the Valkyrie Circular, and it's about 3.6 or 3.5 miles. Goes all the way down the coastline, cuts through some muddy fields. Apparently there's a bull, and does a circular back to here. It's been done by a number of people, and it's highly rated, so should be a good one, mate. Stoked. That's the thing with it as well. I trawl the maps and apps and see what there is around here, mostly on the maps, and then double check it with the apps to see where everyone's going and the popular spots. And hey ho, this is one of them. Let's go have a look. Nightmare, multiple trails. I'd heard about this bull and I want to avoid it, and already we're in fields. This didn't bode well, mate. There's no warning signs. They might not use them in Scotland. It can't be a bull. It won't be in this field because everything's fallen into place. Oh yeah, mate. A musical gate of madness. One love. I'll pin it on the map if you want to come and play a tune on it. You know, crud. I'm glad I put the booties on. Oh, it's a bit mad this cutting through the field. Whoa, it's a bit of a weird echo as well. I think you could have cut round the other way along the road, but it seems like it's cutting around the back of someone's land or something. That's the beauty of it up here, isn't it? Like, if you get the right property, you know, you can buy something out of the way and it comes with land. I love that. I think I could do that. And when I say I could do it for a few years. I don't think anything I could do forever. Maybe the travelling. But yeah, a bit of landing. Live off the land, thrive, grow. Even with the little allotment that I've got at the minute. It's done all right this season. I'm pretty amazed and happy to see everything that's grown and thrived. Nothing's really given much fruit. We've had a few bits. Peas, carrots, runner beans, not much else. We're waiting on squash, but next season should be fantastic. It's just time spent outside. The slow-paced life outside. It's weird, isn't it? You know, life's such a fast-paced thing these days. Go, go, go. Attain, attain, attain. Grind, grind, grind. And in a weird way, they're not the things that make us happy. It seems like when you slow down and just take a moment and do things at a slower pace, they become a bit more enjoyable. I don't know if it's our age or whatever. I mean, certainly when I was younger it would have been theme parks, raves, and I don't know what, just to get that adrenaline pumping. And now it seems it's the other way around. I'm not after the adrenaline anymore. I'm after a vibe, some sort of connection and meaning in life, I think. I know it's pretty deep, but yeah. Nightmare. I was just trundling along, mulling things over and thinking as you do. And it was all trees and I hadn't seen the cliffs. I thought I haven't seen the ocean yet. And then all of a sudden, boom, we're on it. Wicked, mate. Oh, nice. Bloody hell. There's no one around. This is amazing. Just me and the wildlife. Really peaceful. That's nice. It's got kind of that feel to it of the islands in Scotland, this area, but without that island mentality, if you know what I mean. The ruggedness of the cliffs and such, and long ass views into little islands and so forth. Very similar to a number of the islands up here on this sort of inner Hebridean area on the west side, and I like it a lot. You can almost imagine sort of marauding gangs of Scots in kilts coming running over here with weapons or hunting or whatever. It's yeah, it's a real spot, eh? Beautiful. Oh wow, I've got to say it, this Solway Strait or whatever they call it, Solway Coast, it's massive. It's a bit deceiving. You don't realise how wide it is. I mean, that's the Lake District's over there in England. And we're here in Scotland looking at it. It's pretty mad. And then, yeah, straight out there to Ireland, I think. It's pretty mad, actually, looking at the boats, how to get to Ireland. And you can either go all the way down southwest Wales, or you can come up here and then just cut straight across to Northern Ireland. It's actually quite close. I'm not entirely sure we can see it today though, but But maybe one day we'll be catching it, but not for today. I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to cut this whole trail. I think I'm going to cut back to the crib and prioritise and start heading to the spot for the night. Hopefully we can stop off at one other little spot on the way. I want to try and check out and see what the beach life's like along this coastline. Looks like a pretty tasty one, so I think I'll catch you a little bit closer to the next spot. Hi, caramba! This bodes well. Sheep and a sea view. Yeah, mate. Oh, nice. And it's supposed to be a pretty tidy beach as well. Fingers crossed. Oh, hang on a minute. We might not be able to get down there. It's a standoff. Oh no. We're allowed through. Wicked, mate. Ah, gotta love them. A little bit random coming in here. Not entirely sure, but looking good. Oh my days. I'll explain why in a minute. Oh well, bit of a mad one this area then. Just driving in here and it's normal roads, but absolutely nothing around, no houses, just pure countryside. And then all of a sudden, you hit this area, and it must be like one farm that owns the whole area, and it's proper kitted out. I think there's a couple of cafes and maybe a restaurant. There's a caravan and camping place up the way. Looks like he's got statics up there, and it's purely set up, from what I can gather, around this beach, the Mossy Yard Beach, no less. Pretty mad. Like that farm must own all the land around there and just kitted it all out. Probably nothing here and no one for years and years, and then all of a sudden tourism, and he's kicked it in. Fair play, man. You got to work with what you got, eh? And yeah, if you watch Clarkson's farm, well, you know, yeah, farmers are struggling, eh? Oh wow, gotta tell you though, he's got the spot for it. This is a nice little beach. I don't know what it's like when the water comes in, whether you can get a proper swim, but on a hot summer's day, wow, this would be a really nice place to relax. Wow, honestly, this whole sort of backdrop here, and then cutting round, it reminds me of Koh Samui, Thailand. Little beaches and coves like that, sort of come out of the jungle through a little trail, big bushy stuff, and then boom, just a mad open sandy beach. Just goes to show you, eh? When somewhere in the UK can remind you of somewhere so far flung in Asia, yeah, you know you're on a winner, eh? For now though, I think we should keep moving. It's getting a little bit late, and the car camping spots I'm looking at are still an hour's drive from here. There's two of them. Whether I take the first one, if it looks okay when I get there, I don't know. But for now, it's away from the beach and hopefully to a spot with a really nice view of the Solway coast for the night. Well, this is all a bit random. Ooh, and tight. Damn. This leading, it seems fantastic. Come off a main A road and just come down here, countryside roads, and then we've got the coastline down here. But this road's well busy. I don't know if there's some sort of major hub down the way somewhere, or I'm guessing it's going to be pretty quiet in the night. I just can't work out why at 7:30 at night there's so much traffic on it. It's a bit random. Good news though, nearly at the first spot. It looks like we're probably going to have a view of the Solway for the night. Happy days. Oh wow, it's looking like we might have a bit of company for the night as well. Wow, I hadn't expected this. I think this is us. Yeah, this is most definitely us. Wow, look at this. This is a proper spot for it. Oh, I think I'm just supposed to pull up on the grass. Oh, damn. Wow, I need to get in there. This is random. Good news, at least we know it's official. Bad news, I feel like I'm on a sinking bloody ship to the side. Got it, mate. Oh, I'm gonna have to get the ruddy chocks out. Pain in the arse. Bear with. Blooming Nora, it's not flat. It might have been how I've parked, I'm not sure. Can't believe when I first got these, I didn't use them for the first few weeks, and now Oh mate, I'd take them everywhere. They're a godsend. Oh dear. Oh. I hope I've not just locked myself out. Imagine. Tell you what, it's getting nippy. Summer's over. Bloody hell. Yeah, that got it. That was well steep. Better check. Oh, cock. I'm in no man's land, look. I'm kind of in that bit where you're not, but you are, but you're not. Oh, gutted. Yeah, we're gonna have to go more. Right, we're having a nightmare. I'm losing stuff. I lost a sock earlier in the middle of the night when I woke up. It was gone and I only had one left. And I've looked loads of places, spent quite a bit of time, and I can't find it. It's definitely in the car somewhere, but there's nowhere to be seen. And that's not what I'm looking for at the minute. I'm looking for the other can of gas. Feels like there's next to no gas in that. And the worst of it is, I've got 2 of these ones, and then I had to bring the other cooker with me because I've got 1 can that fits the other cooker. I've got to find somewhere in the next few days to pick up some gas. Otherwise, yeah, this 2-week trip could be drawn a little bit shorter. Bear with. He's got to be here somewhere. It's probably with a bloody sock. Oh, frickin' A. Come on. Oh. Good news. I found it. Right stuffed in the bloody arse end of nowhere. That was a pain. That's not even full either. Gutted. I should have picked some up, but I forgot. I had a lot to think about before I left. Good news is, I have a feeling there's somewhere in Scotland that I might be able to buy some more gas. I do know a spot on the NC 500. It's only about 300 miles from here, so yeah, we'll see how we go. For now though, let's not worry about it. Let's just get some actual food on, because I feel like if I don't eat something soon, I could possibly pass out. I've had next to nothing all day. Didn't have breakfast, and I've just had bits. And that chocolate rushers, yeah, kind of ran out. The bad news is, oh mate, and hold your ears, kids. Tonight's meal is probably gonna be shit. It's burgers with fries, salad and cheese. Nice, you think. But then you see what they're actually made of. Duck. Bloody duck burgers. And I'll tell you why I bought them. Because I'm going on like I don't like them, and why the bloody hell would you buy them if you didn't like them? Well, because I've got a YouTube channel and we've never had duck burgers before, have we? So hey ho, let's try something different. They sound minging. And the worst of it was, they were sat next to the ostrich burgers, which I know are absolutely divine. I just can't imagine what duck's going to taste like in a burger. All it's doing is reminding me of the duck meals I used to buy from the Chinese down the way. You know, like the sweet and sour duck, special number 69, the one we all like. The problem with it was, I used to eat it and really like it until I found out the bloody Chinese at one point got shut down. Why did it get shut down? Because they were cooking cats. They were taking the local cats and demising them, and then making sweet and sour duck meals with them that I was eating. Minging, dude. Over the years, I've got over that, and I do eat duck. But tonight, these are just reminding me of it. Minging. I hope they've not got bits of hair in like the sweet and sour duck used to. That was minging, tickling on your throat. Ugh, cat hair. Anyway, more importantly, the plan. Holy shit, did I actually clean that? Damn. Maybe I cleaned it with the wrong thing, because that looks like it might have had all the non-stick scratched off it. Shit. I love this damn pan. Gutted. End of days. You know. More importantly, anyway, the plan. A little bit of oil, and I'm gonna. You know, did I miss the frying pan? Anyway, again, oh god, we'll get there in the end. The plan. It's not a difficult one. It is rather simple, which gives me high hopes. Oh, ugh. Didn't want to do that. They kind of smell good, but no, they're duck. I was only going to have one of them, but screw it, dude. Let's get in there. Yeah, I'm going to fry them, hopefully, on a mild to low, more like burning heat, you know. And then in that, and then I'm just going to cook them in the fridge. It's gonna work. They'll go for about 15 minutes, 7 minutes aside, and they'll go for about 10. Game on. Let's do it. I've got to say as well, even though I'd succumbed to the ideology that these duck burgers were gonna be all right, now they're cooking, they smell a little bit funky. Could be weird. Bloody hell, the cameras fell over. Oh, everything's starting to burn. I can't deny, it's starting to get a little bit intense at the end. I'm nearly there. Bloody hell, salad never stays on there. I don't even know how to put it on there. I hate the damn stuff. I don't hate it, but it's not very nice. Balance, balance, balance. Okay. Don't not balance. Cheese is nearly melted, looking good. Laden onto the top of whatever green that is. I don't know what it is. Green stuff. Holy shiznit. Oh, that pan. Bless you, my angel. You've not sinned, but you look like you've gone to hell. On the other side, the flip side, the burgers are looking badass. I mean, look at the state of it. Oh, whoa. 2 of them as well. And the fries, well, I'll have to show you, I suppose. It is the way these things work. Crunchy, not too bad, if I'm honest. Oh, and the pan. Yeah, good freaking look, mate. I don't know what I'm supposed to clean that with. Like a wet wip's gonna clean that. Gutted. Worst of it is, you have to do it now and let my dinner go cold. So that's what I'm gonna do. And, well, at least taste it first. Believe it or not, I'm not entirely sure they're properly cooked. They're a bit soft. I don't know. Tastes alright though. They're really good. Morning, mate. What a perfect spot. Exactly what we were looking for in Scotland, and we found it at the end of the first day, mate. I can't believe it. Beautiful surroundings and totally peaceful all night long. And because it's such an amazing spot, I'm going to spend the whole day here. I've got to do some grind today and get some stuff organised and done before I head out again tomorrow up towards Ayrshire, or Ayr. And to be honest, the way the scenery's looking and the way yesterday went, I can't wait, mate. It's going to be fantastic, and I really do genuinely hope you guys enjoyed it as well. It genuinely feels like it's been quite a while since we've been out on one of these big trips, so if you did enjoy it, then all the good stuff. Hit the like button, subscribe to keep up with the series, and definitely hit me in the comments. And as always, a big love to everybody that watches, likes, subscribes, and everything else that's involved with the channel. Donate us on PayPal and buy me a coffee alike. I love you all, and whatever you're getting up to, you know. Take it easy, enjoy the camp, get out there, man. Get a sniff of nature, just blow the cobwebs off and all that, you know. And hey, stay stealthy. Big love. All right.